Pete Townshend, the legendary guitarist and primary songwriter for The Who, was far more than just a master of power chords and stage theatrics. He was the emotional core of the band, a deeply introspective artist whose pain echoed through every riff and lyric he ever wrote. Behind the explosive performances, the iconic windmill guitar moves, and the smashed instruments was a man haunted by a complex and often heartbreaking past. Townshend's childhood was marked by separation and trauma, including being sent away from home and suffering abuse, events that left deep emotional scars and informed much of his artistic output. These early experiences didn't just fade with time, they became woven into the fabric of his music, giving rise to anthems like My Generation and Behind Blue Eyes, which weren't just hits, but expressions of personal turmoil. Townshend once confessed that music was the only way he could scream without being punished, a revealing insight into the cathartic force behind his creativity. While The Who rose to global fame and became one of the most influential rock bands in history, Pete struggled in the shadows, battling alcoholism, addiction, and a persistent sense of isolation, watching his bandmates, particularly Keith Moon, succumb to the darker sides of the rock lifestyle only deepened his disillusionment. Despite being revered as a musical genius, Townshend often felt overlooked or misunderstood, grappling with feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt that continued to haunt him even at the height of success. His solo efforts, memoirs, and interviews often revealed a man searching for meaning, haunted by the fear that his best work was behind him, and that he was merely a relic of a more vibrant past. In his autobiography, Who I Am, he wrote candidly about the emotional toll of fame and the burden of being perceived as the angry voice of a generation. Unlike many tragic rock stories filled with scandal or spectacular collapse, Pete Townshend's tragedy is quieter and more enduring. It's the ache of a man who never truly found peace, despite the noise and the applause. Today, in his older years, Townshend continues to write and reflect, a quieter figure now, but no less profound. His story is not one of destruction, but of survival, though not without cost. The sadness in his life stems not from a dramatic downfall, but from a lifelong emotional struggle that fame never healed. It's that depth, that vulnerability, that makes his legacy so powerful and poignant. Pete Townshend turned pain into poetry and rage into resonance. And while his legacy as a rock icon is secure, the real tragedy lies in the personal sorrow that underscored his brilliance, an enduring sadness that was never an act, but rather the essence of who he is.